The buy-in has skyrocketed. The field is stacked with crushers, and today's final table will award the biggest first place prize of the series so far. And while it is anyone's game,
I figured if Peters, Sievers haven't won one yet, and Hellmuth has, this is like Bizarro World, right?
only one can win it all. Event 8 of the US Poker Open starts its final chapter right now. And with that, we welcome you back to Las Vegas, Nevada. This is the US Poker Open, its final table coverage of event number 8, a $25,000 buy-in, no limit hold'em tournament coming to you from the PokerGO studio at Aria Resort and Casino, where we are pretty fired up, to say the least. Thanks for joining us, everyone. Jeff Platt alongside Maria Ho, and Maria, an absolutely stacked final table awaits.
Yeah, pretty sick. I mean, Ike Haxton, he disappeared for a little while, but now he's back, been blazing with the results, putting it up tournament after tournament, and not surprised to see him here.
One of the best in the world. Joey Weissman got us kicked off by winning event number 1. He's got a top 10 spot on that series leaderboard, as does this man, Phil Hellmuth, looking for his second USPO win in just 4 days. It was smooth sailing for Hellmuth the other day. Does that mean we're due for a blow up today?
I think so.
Look at this leaderboard presented by Global Poker. Free poker at its best, and it is a commanding chip lead for Dan Smith. About a third of the chips in play with 6 left. Isaac Haxton in second. You said it. What a year it's been for him. Alex Foxen as his 14th USPO cash. He and Hellmuth have some USPO history, which we will get into shortly. Joey Weissman in 5th, and the legendary Bill Klein is in 6th. He rounds out what could be an epic final table. Look at what they're playing for. Our final 6 guaranteed $81,000, a 27K pay jump from 6th to 5th. Up top in this one, $432,000.
Foxen. What's up? Come on over here, my man. What is this Queen 4? I mean, what is this shit?
Every time I get outplayed, I try to commemorate the moment. So,
So it was this tournament last year.
it was.
I had 9s. I had Queen 4. You had 9s. And I hit Queen, Queen. And that hand went
doesn't happen
viral.
again.
They're making shirts.
It's a good shirt.
All right,
Good luck,
well,
Phil.
All right. This is great. Last year, I can't believe it. And we're back at the
again.
final table, same tournament.
All right, need some vengeance now.
One of the worst hands of all time.
No, I think I need Queen 4 to hold up again.
That's how much money he's raised for
That is
these
correct.
charities.
This time it's Foxen opening and Weissman defending. Comes 10-9-4. Got shot with that Queen of Hearts for Weissman, but top pair for Foxen.
Foxen certainly knows that this type of texture, a lot of draws possible, a lot of hands he could get value from, and going to be mindful of his sizing here, considering how much he started this hand with, if he wants to maximize his value.
That's 70K. Weissman check calls. Turn is the 8 of hearts. Straight draw, flush draw, and a pair for Weissman. Foxen's hand still best, but as you see on the bottom left corner of your screen, only a slight favorite.
Yeah, this board getting pretty coordinated. Foxen, no redraw to the
Oh.
hearts, of course.
I spilled something over here, sorry.
Come on, Phil.
Still quite a few hands that Foxen's going to be beating here, of course. You know, worse kickers with the 10 would have called, and 9Xs.
Weissman leads for 120,000.
wonder how many, you know,
480?
yeah, when you wonder how many nutted flush combos Weissman could have in this spot, it's not going to be many, considering Weissman would have probably shoved around 20, 25 bigs from the big blind with some good ace-X's.
This is why I love watching Alex Foxen play the game. He makes it 480,000.
Yeah, I think really just targeting that sizing, targeting the fact that he feels like Weissman's range is pretty capped here. Again, any of the strong, you know, ace-X combos containing the ace of hearts would have probably raised, but this still does not work.
Weissman makes the call.
Okay, this time,
King for Hellmuth on the button.
it's a real one.
2 pretty short stacks in the
You got a
blinds.
family. I don't want to be the one to do it.
Yeah.
I know it's. I shouldn't have said that.
So much empathy at this table.
I mean, it just feels too sus with how short Foxen is if Hellmuth tried to limp here. But not that I would have been surprised if he elected to go that
Run
route.
out of the way. Foxen
Oh
with the
my
queen 4
gosh.
off against Hellmuth. Come on.
Even by that like little
Sorry, I got a family.
grin
too,
and
so.
smirk, this man, Foxen, sees the irony in this situation right
No
now.
way.
Come after me.
Wearing the shirt and
Call me out.
everything.
It's queen
That was,
4.
that was plan A.
Oh. Is it going to be poetic justice?
I'll wait.
Take the rest of it. Man.
Looks like Foxen's
Oh,
trying
sorry.
really hard to not just burst out laughing.
Wait a minute.
Call,
What,
bet, whatever.
what was this? Oh, I see. I'm sorry.
10-7-5.
Involved in a hand I shouldn't be.
The rest goes in, and the table will all see. There's that queen 4.
Oh my God.
I mean, if I don't win, there's something wrong with this game.
That's hysterical.
Oh my God. And remember, this is so weird because I folded ace-king against you yesterday.
Yeah.
And I beat you last year with queen 4.
We are all aware of the irony.
Well,
The irony is
players
not
at home
lost.
aren't.
The irony is not lost.
You guys are understand, but
It's 30,000 more, Phil.
yep.
Thanks.
I mean, give him a queen or a 4, right? Oh, what?
Wow.
King on the turn, and that just does it for Alex Foxen.
Game, Alex.
Good luck.
I wouldn't have minded losing to you with the queen 4.
Good luck.
Foxen out in 6th, $81,000, 49
Thought Bill might
points.
pick up ace-jack and move in there.
His 4th
Had a
USPO
good
cash
feeling.
this year.
I have 315.
It all goes in. And Phil's going to be in great shape to find the double up. All in and at risk with the ace queen of clubs up against Dan Smith's queen 7. This could get Hellmuth back to 750K to more than 12 bigs. Comes the flop.
7 of clubs. It's close.
9-8 deuce with 1 club. Smith looking for a 7.
You're visualizing the meltdown.
Finding it on the turn!
Have you dead? God damn it.
He said visualizing the meltdown.
See another T-shirt, Murphy.
For years, he's gotten away with stuff. I thought today was the day I was going to show you who I really am, Dan.
Could still find a queen.
Maybe you did.
Oh no, he got in an ace.
I was really going to show you.
Nope.
Nice hand, buddy.
Take care.
See you soon, Phil.
So frustrating. I was really going to show Dan. This is the real Phil Hellmuth. And I fucked it up, and he got lucky, of course. Good game.
Good game.
Good game indeed. Phil Hellmuth out in 5th.
My fault, though. No complaints.
$108,000.
I'm all in. 350.
Oh no. We're supposed to stay unbiased, you know, professional down the middle, etc. But I think it's fair
Right.
if we root for Bill Klein here and there. Just throwing that out there. All due respect to one of the greatest to ever do it, and Isaac Haxton. He might even be rooting for Bill.
Yeah, what kind of person would you be if
Call.
you rooted against charity?
Right.
Call. Yeah.
Makes the call, and here we go.
What's he got?
Ends.
How many? Just 2?
Only 2 so far.
Okay.
Just 2, but they're
Can beat that.
unsuited.
That's right.
Fine,
I'm not
so
standing up.
your hand is
You
suited.
know where to be.
No need to get up. No need to
I know
go
where the
anywhere.
buy window is.
Just about a 2-to-1 dog. Jack 8-8.
Still just 2.
No heart. No ace yet, but I guess it just comes on the turn of the river here.
I changed my mind. I'm going to fold 3 flop.
I'm okay with it. You get 1 take back.
Turn is a 9.
That's
Just
not a
3
straight
outs
by
for Bill Klein.
It's not. Doesn't help at all.
Can he find the ace on the river? One time? No.
Yeah, no.
Guys,
Pleasure
thanks
as
for the game,
always.
As always. Take care, everybody.
Bill Klein out in 4th, $135,000.
Players in the world, which is what Ike
180.
is doing, and still managed to put up the results. And Ike is
485.
3-bet to 485K.
so from that
All in.
respect.
Smith runs right into it here.
From that respect, you would think Ace 5 shrivels up, but not so. Putting Haxton to the
fight.
test.
Haxton all in and at risk, almost 4.5 million in chips in the middle. Weissman thinking, nah, maybe bait jump here just if an ace comes in. Smith either takes a dominant chip lead into heads up, or Ike Haxton is our new chip leader. 9-4-3, bit of spice in that flop. Wheel draw is there for Dan Smith. Looking for an ace or a deuce now.
There are no exciting turns. I guess 6.
7 on the turn, no
You
help.
just jinxed yourself.
Now Smith could hit a
Calling
6
some of the guys' outs is
or
always
a
lucky.
deuce.
When you say
Or
there are
an
no
ace.
exciting cards,
Now that's a 9 on the river,
I think it's exactly 2-2.
and Ike Haxton finds a massive double up.
Check. Heads up.
Smith versus Haxton once more. Ace for Cowboy Dan.
$80,000.
You would assume that you have quite a lot of
280.
equity.
It's 280.
Perhaps it is that equity that Haxton is looking at, that backdoor possibility that's causing him to raise here, just seeing how Smith will have some stabs that he's just going to be folding right away to this raise, but not ace 8 though.
10 seconds. Call.
Smith calls. Some appealing turn cards for Haxton, like you mentioned.
Check. Check.
Haxton checks back turn. River is the queen of hearts.
Ace 8 now for value, unless you're turning it into a bluff, which may be a little too strong to be turning into a bluff as well. So he does check it over to Haxton, who, as you mentioned, might see an opening now. 4 flush on the board.
670. That's 670.
Haxton going for it, betting 670,000.
You know, one pair feels good, but
Lays it down.
just can't call that size.
Haxton gets one through. games in here. Haxton with 6s.
This could get interesting.
Yeah.
You know, off of about 23 big blinds, you would imagine Smith sometimes does find some limp shoves here with pocket pairs, with these small pocket pairs, but Haxton certainly has a raising hand right now.
And he does raise to 275K.
Deuces don't play too well post flop, but if you're able to pick up the chips in the middle right here,
All in.
All of it.
yeah,
Oh.
not
Haxton makes the
surprising.
call, and here we go. Dan Smith all in and behind with the deuces against Ike Haxton's 6s. Haxton looks to take a commanding chip lead into heads up. Weissman looks for the ladder. Smith looks to take the chip lead. 4.8 million in this pot. Ace Jack 5 all spades. Haxton has spades covered.
Do you have a spade?
I do.
It's a bummer.
Well said. Looking for a deuce. Instead, it's the queen of spades on the turn, and that just locks it up for Isaac Haxton. We say good game to Dan Smith.
Pleasure as always.
Out in third place, $189,000, 113 points in the race for the series championship. Maria, he entered the day as the chip lead. This is just sometimes the way tournament poker goes.
Yeah, but he will win the title of best dressed at the final table today, that is for sure.
Haxton checks the ace-4 suited. And does flop a flush draw here.
Two routes. Looks like he does opt to be aggressive here with the nut flush draw.
Yeah, hand that could still fare well against some. Maybe not the ace-4 of hearts, exactly. Queen of clubs on the turn. That overcard you mentioned comes in handy here. Haxton checks.
And also, you want to deny some equity to, of course, some straight draw, flush draw possibilities, but it looks like Weissman's going to check back.
The flush does come in on the river for Isaac Haxton.
$300.
Yeah, Haxton not wanting to go too big because that is a very scary river card. It fills in a lot of the potential gut shot straight draws that Haxton could have check raised, as well as, of course, the most obvious draw, the flush draw. 9-7 got there from the flop, all of the heart draws.
1 million.
Who is going to raise to 1 million?
Just a one pair hand from the flop, a strong Jack X would go for that sizing. Yeah, and this is
Didn't like to hear that.
this is not fun
Did
for Weissman.
not like to hear that. Makes the call. Haxton's tear in 2023 continues.
Yeah.
Good game, man. Good shit there.
They're counting it down to be sure, but we're sure of this. The final results brought to you by Global Poker, free poker at its best. Maria, what a showing by one of the legends of the game.
Yeah, Ike Haxton is back and in a big way starting off 2023, and it's going to be a close race towards the end of this USPO.
A close race that Joey Weissman will be very involved in after this second place finish for more than $283,000. Dan Smith entered the day with the chip lead, exits the day in third place for $189K. Great to see Bill Klein at this final table. Good to see Phil Hellmuth at another final table. Look out for the 16-time World Series of Poker bracelet winner. And it was Alex Foxen finishing in 6th. Let's let Ike Haxton celebrate a little bit with that Golden Eagle. He moves into the top 10 in the race for the big Golden Eagle Trophy. It's a race that Sam Soverell leads, that Joey Weissman finds himself in 2nd place in. What an entertaining final table, to say the very least. And now just 2 events remain at the US Poker Open. We'll have final table coverage of event number 9, another $25K coming up for you on Monday. For our entire crew, for Maria Ho, I'm Jeff Platt. Thank you all so much for watching. We will see you next time at the US Poker Open.